One of the most powerful mindsets you can have as a man is to focus on what you can control. You can control your discipline, you can control consistency, we can control what we eat, what we drink, what we read, what we watch, where we go. But we can't control everything that happens in the world. You can't control what happens in the world. And we tend to stress too much about things we can't control. And this can drain people mentally, and I see it a lot. So, what often happens is we focus on other people's opinions. We focus on the economy. We focus on the algorithm if we're trying to build something, right? We focus on rejections. We focus on unexpected problems. We get down on ourselves when things go wrong. We can't control if a friend or a family member dies, right? But we can control how we deal with it, how we handle ourselves, how we conduct themselves as men. And it all starts with your attitude, your effort, your habits, your mindset, and you can also control your confidence. How confident are you when you move around, when you move in this world, right? Because ownership creates confidence, right? When you own your mistakes that you made, when you own the things that went right, all the moves you made that worked out for you, when you embrace it all, you start to move different, you start to think different. See, a lot of people, they start to feel helpless. They get this why me syndrome when life doesn't go perfectly according to plan. But that's how life is. So you're going to have to start moving with more action, moving with more intention, moving with more confidence. And when you do that, it's going to build momentum. See, real confidence isn't about how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, or how much people you follow you on social media. Confidence is believing in yourself, having self-respect, and making the proper moves at the proper times, right? A lot of times, we have the blueprint for success in whatever you're doing, business, career, job, whatever, right? The blueprint's right in front of us. But a lot of times, and I've done this too, is we abandon the mission. We abandon the vision when things go wrong, when obstacles pop up. So how do we solve this problem? You have to become obsessed with the things you love to do. I don't care if it's golf, fishing, hunting, making music, acting, creating content, whatever you love to do, man. Whatever you love to do. The people you love being around. Become obsessed with being the best version of yourself and doing that. Because there's a saying, time flies when you're having fun. But I came up with a little phrase, right? And I use it before my other videos. I say, time flies when you level up. As a man, when you start locking in on your goals and your vision, the years fly by. You'll look back like, man, 3-4 years ago, I was broke. I was credit card debt. I was struggling. I didn't have this going on. I had that going on. And then I locked in. And then next thing you know, a handful of years go by and you're in a whole different space. You're in a whole different lifestyle. You're in a whole different mindset because you were focused on the things that you could control. You were focusing on the habits. You were focusing on a discipline. You were focusing in on things that you know that you can do, right? The things that you can affect. So I want you guys to start becoming obsessed with, your daily habits, becoming obsessed with self-improvement, becoming obsessed with learning more skills and reading more books and watching good content. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with this channel, rocking with this content, right? And executing on your dreams, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to become, an engineer, astronaut, artist, I don't care. Lock in on that shit because no one's going to hand you success. No one's going to do this for you, right? You got to go out and get it for yourself, and you can't focus on everything that's going to go wrong. You got to start looking at what could go right. Winners focus on controlling habits. Losers focus on excuses. Right? I want you guys to start focusing on what could go right. This move that I make, this promotion I'm going for, this business I'm trying to build, that social media, whatever it is. Start focusing on what could go right, man. A lot of people are going to defeat themselves. A lot of people are going to self-sabotage their own success. And if you don't go in that lane, you stay in your own lane, you do what you got to do, you'll get there. But this shit is not an overnight success strategy, right? This is not the sell you a dream type of video. This is just like, yo, you got to put in the work every single day because somebody out there is working harder and smarter than you. So if you can start grinding and believing and thriving, you can get where you want to be. Life will get better. I promise you. When you start making more money, you get in better shape, you start reading good books, you learn more skills, you become more useful to your community, more useful for your family, life will get better. Will it be perfect? No, it won't be perfect, but it will get better. And there's somebody out there right now who will love your life. There's somebody who will love your job, your career, whatever money you got in your bank account, somebody will be loving it that had that situation, because somebody out there is doing a lot worse than you, and you so focused on the shiny objects and internet fame. You just got to lock in on what you can control, right? So I want you guys out there, man, keep building, keep leveling up, never give up on your dreams, right? Focus on that. Become obsessed with becoming great. That is the message for today. I appreciate y'all for rocking with this channel. If you like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe to the vibe, leave a comment. Y'all know what to do. It's your guy L Chain. I'm up out of here. Peace.